Hi, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a quick review on the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield chambered in .40 caliber. Plus it gives me a chance to show off my new Travis P11 sticker. Thank you very much, Travis. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the gun. I bought this gun used from a friend of mine, and it came with this Bianchi leather holster inside the waistband holster. Now if you're left-handed, you could probably use it on the outside of the waistband. It does have a clip, but I'm right-handed and the guy I got it from is right-handed, so this would be an inside the waistband holster for me. I have practice with it, and when you draw the gun, the holster does stay in position very well, which I like quite a bit. So we'll go ahead and now let's check out the gun. This is the compact version. It's going to be all black. It has the polymer frame with the metal slide. And then we can just cover the features real quick. With the muzzle end pointed to the left at the top of the slide in the front, you'll notice the single white dot front sight. Then at the back of the slide, you have your pretty standard U-cut 2-dot white sights. Then if you point the muzzle back to the left, right below the rear sights on the slide, you have your fish scale serrations, which look pretty cool, plus it gives you a nice little firm grip. I think it looks alright and it works pretty good. Right below that on the frame is going to be your manual safety. Just in front of the manual safety on the frame is going to be your slide stop. And then just in front of that on the frame is going to be your takedown lever. Now below the takedown lever you'll find your trigger and your trigger well. At the back of your trigger well you'll find your magazine release, which does have the little stippling design on there, which would match the handle. But I did buy this used, and the person that I bought it from put this Hogue grip wrap on there, which normally I wouldn't do, but it does feel pretty good in my hand, so I'll go ahead and keep it on there. Then on the right side of the gun, this is not ambidextrous, although it does have the fish scale serrations on the right hand side of the gun at the rear of the slide. And then let's go ahead and check out the trigger. It's got a pretty good trigger. There's not a lot of play. There is some movement, but it's not sloppy at all, which I like. And as you pull back through the play, you'll definitely feel where you hit the wall. And then as you squeeze through the trigger, it's a pretty clean break. It's not very heavy at all. And then the reset has a little bit of travel to it, but not a whole lot. And then there's still not a lot of slop in the trigger after the reset. And then another nice clean break. So to me, it's a pretty good trigger. I have shot this gun quite a bit, and I do like it. That's why when it came available for sale, I went ahead and bought it. So let me go ahead and show you how to take it down. What I do to take it down is I have an empty magazine in. I rack the slide till it locks into place, and I drop my magazine out. Then you go just above the trigger back to your takedown lever and angle it down 90 degrees. You release your slide, pull your trigger, and then you can pull the slide completely off. Then you can inspect your frame, clean it up, whatever you need to do. Pretty standard polymer frame. Then inspect your slide itself with the muzzle end pointed to the left and the injection port pointed to the ground. At the top of the slide, which would be the bottom, but now that it's turned over, we have it at the top. You'll find your guide rod and spring. Just push on the back of the spring toward the muzzle of the gun, and it will pop out. Then you can inspect it and make sure it's in good working order. Same thing with your barrel. Just slide it to the front of the gun just a little bit. You can take it out and inspect it, make sure it's clean and ready to go. And then putting it back, you just put it back in the same way you took it apart, just the opposite direction. Once you've got it all back together, you just flip your slide back up into the normal position, put it back on the frame of the gun, make sure it's lined up, rack it back, rack it back and lock it into position. Sorry about that, I couldn't get it locked. I'm looking at the camera and not the gun. Once you've got it locked in position, swing your takedown lever back into position, drop your slide, and then you can function check, make sure everything works well. And there you go. Now real quick, we'll go ahead and cover the magazines. This came with 2 magazines. I do like the metal magazines. The standard magazine is a 6-round mag, and I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like on the inside. Looks pretty good. When you get a grip on it, you can still get a pretty good grip on it, but as you can see, my pinky does hang over the end just a little bit. And when you put the extended magazine on there, it still looks pretty good because it does have the furniture to cover the metal part of the magazine, so it still looks like a part of the grip frame. And as you can see, when I got a grip on it, I got a lot better real estate for my pinky to land, so it does feel pretty good. For this being 40, it doesn't have as much snap to it as you would expect, especially being a compact size. It's real easy to shoot, real easy to get back on target, and I like it quite a bit. So there's my review. Please leave a comment in the section below, and thanks for watching.